Mack here, and week 1 of Sales Ascenders. Super excited about this course, guys. I really appreciate being a part of it. My biggest aha for this week is that we can find our prospects inside of complementary groups. So not that I didn't think about that before, but at some point during this conversation that we had during our meeting, it was like, oh yeah, these are where our people are. Like, why would we go in there? And I am never in a space where I want to compete with others that are already in my industry. We have plenty of complementary options out there. So I really love that this is a model that we're using. And I found it really comforting that I was thinking of this already and that it's the right place for me to push my thoughts. So that's fantastic. Okay, so this week was super awesome. A biggest aha for our session definitely was just picking a name for our Facebook group. We've struggled with this back and forth for the last couple of years, trying to pick something that would be pop enough, but also descriptive enough, and try and help Facebook understand that we're here and we're gonna have something amazing inside the group. So picking a name was beautiful and amazing. We are really excited to just welcome the people into our group, keep up some consistency. And now that we have our templates all set up, we have our spreadsheet all set up, moving the people through that process is really exciting. Overall implementation is great. I mean, having templates, having the process, being able to ask questions twice a week, this program is absolutely fantastic so far, and we are looking forward to jumping in and creating some really amazing results. A big aha this week for me was that we can use the same process for our warm audience as we do our cold audience. I love the fact that we have a daily follow-ups tab. Having that brought to our attention just made it that we can pop in those people that we have direct contacts with that we might really need to make sure we are doing touch points specifically for, and not necessarily our VA who is working through the regular processing. So it's kind of like we have two simultaneous things happening, but that gives us a space where we can nurture those people that we already are in contact with in some way, and that we can use that for warm leads as well. So love that, super amazing. Thank you so much. I feel like this whole process is like getting a new car. Like at first you're I'm not sure where you're supposed to put your feet and your hands and all the things. But over this past week, having somebody that we brought in on our team to work through it is super exciting. And she is excited about it as well. So she's looking at it, excited to see who's going to join us in our groups, and just making sure that things are moving along. So it's brought in a level of excitement to our team just by having a process and us all working together on it several times in the week. So it's absolutely fantastic.
Biggest aha from our session last week, just walking through all of the steps and having that really healthy funnel for our VA to go through has been absolutely spectacular. I feel much more confident about asking people to get on a call with us, which is amazing. We have all of our calendar for the rest of February is completely full with calls into the second week of March, which is gorgeous. We are sending out proposals like hotcakes. I'm just did a review with the team real quick on Friday. And I mean, for our business, having 7, 8, 9 proposals that are ready to be sent out or are in review is really big for us. This was probably my favorite week. I'm just going to be honest. Tracking is my thing, spreadsheets are my thing, but sales are not. So having just the guidance from Sean this week was absolutely amazing. Huge aha on how to manage clients that seem to be kind of eating away at time. That is not my favorite thing. So I super appreciate just looking at that and taking some extra time inside of our session. That was great. I am super stoked with the way this course is going. I always get kind of worried that I'm not putting enough time into everything. But as I'm speaking with others that are inside of this course, I feel like we're kind of all working at our very best pace, whatever that might be. So overall, I'm feeling good with where our team is. I'm feeling great that I have somebody that's just dedicated to this inside my team. And I'm really excited to see where it goes. Week 6, this week was super powerful. One of the biggest things inside of this is Chris was talking was just like how people come to a call, what kind of pains they're feeling, what kind of pleasures they're feeling, and at what point can we identify that and make sure that we're really pulling out of them during our sales call all of the things that we need. I think it's going to be really fun actually to execute and to kind of pinpoint where people are when we get on the next sales call. So that's something I'm always really comfortable comfortable with. But now that I know, it's like one of those brain, like, oh, of course, like now that I know what I'm looking for, it's a little bit easier. And overall, I love having the knowledge. I mean, the more that we learn about this, the easier it's going to be. So I'm really excited about implementing and seeing how it goes. One of the biggest things that I love more than anything in the world is spreadsheets. So the fact that you guys are talking my language is absolutely perfect. I cannot tell you how excited I am to jump into this. Having the system already laid out is a huge benefit. I really appreciate it. It gives a lot of confidence into being able to use that. And then seeing how you're using it is helpful inside of my own business, and how it all correlates is fantastic. I think it's gonna be great to jump in there and take these spreadsheets, modify them as needed, see how the numbers flow, and just start using it. I feel like using this system is the best way to make it all work together. So I'm really excited to jump in there. Overall, implementation of system is going to be absolutely exciting. I know that this is going to be a huge benefit for our team overall, but also to make sure that those that we're prospecting are getting the most out of our services. And by conversing with them regularly and make sure we're tracking all the numbers and making sure we're reaching all goals and all the things is a really huge benefit.
Week 8 was probably one of my favorite. Of course, I say that every week. However, just looking over everything, there has been a ton of information that's going on in this course. So to be able to just review everything, think about what's going to happen inside of our core tracker, and then looking specifically about unfriending people. So this is kind of like this cleanup week in my mind, where we can kind of make sure that everything is set right. Like, we've been working in a project and things get kind of messy. So I love the fact that we had this whole conversation around unfriending and the mindset around that. I don't usually have a lot of issues with unfriending people on Facebook, but I know other people do. So I'm really thankful that that came up. I think that this is great. I love the fact, again, that we're kind of taking a little step back, looking at everything, cleaning things up a little bit, and then making sure that we're honing in on how we're using our tracker inside of our business. And how it differs a little bit from what we've been taught. So I appreciate that. Okay, so this week is super amazing. Speaking my language for sure. Like, I have been running online businesses with contractors for the last 7 years, and I love this. Big aha from this session this week is that just doing a little bit deeper interview process with people. A lot of times when I've hired people in the past, I know what I want them to do. I kind of do some OJT with them, but I love the fact that we can have a kind of a process for them to run through. Overall I'm feeling optimistic, definitely. I've had somebody on my team take over prospecting. They are super comfortable with our spreadsheets. They've been helping us modify how we do this process inside of First Cut to Close. And so now I'm at a space where I can hire on somebody using Upwork and then just have them build out this other layer of this team inside of our bigger business, which is super exciting.
Onboarding a VA, this is fantastic. I have done this for the last several years in my business, and I think it's really super powerful, but I don't quite do it the same way that you guys do. So it's great to see another perspective. I really loved, like, an aha from this session is the fact that you're taking so many touch points. Like, we have the meeting before they start, the daily check-ins, the weekly check-ins, the monthly check-ins. I think that develops a really healthy relationship with the VAs, and it also makes sure that they are on a correct path and that they feel supported along the way. Overall, I think this is really exciting. I'm excited to implement this inside of our business in multiple different ways, but especially going to start the process in with our brand new VA for prospecting.